Hey, welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, explain the employment comfort zone, where wealth goes to die. You're lying in bed, lights off, phone glowing way too bright for midnight. You open your banking app, not because you need to, just to check. And there it is, a number you've been chasing for years. Steady paycheck, bills paid, a little buffer in checking, maybe even a savings account that doesn't immediately give you anxiety. For the first time, you exhale. This is it, right? This is what making it is supposed to feel like. You're not rich, but you're not drowning anymore. And that's when it happens. The ads change, the offers change, the tone of the world changes. Your credit card app congratulates you. Your bank pre-approves you for more. Your job hints at a promotion, more responsibility, more hours, a slightly bigger number. You start upgrading things you swore you didn't care about. A nicer car, better phone, more delivery, more convenience. Because you earned it. And nobody warns you that this exact moment, this calm, stable, comfortable moment, is where wealth quietly dies. Not in poverty, not in chaos, but right here, in the comfort zone. Because hitting stability feels like winning, but the rules change after that number. And most people don't notice. They think they crossed a finish line, but really they just stepped on a moving walkway that slowly carries them nowhere. The system doesn't need you broke anymore, it just needs you comfortable, predictable, employed. And if you're not careful, this is where you stay forever. The employment comfort zone isn't dramatic. There's no crash, no explosion. It's more like a very smooth roller coaster that never goes anywhere exciting. Visual cue, animated roller coaster slowly looping the same small hill. You work, you earn, you spend, you repeat. And from the outside, it looks like success. Statistically, this is where almost everyone ends up. According to the Federal Reserve, over half of Americans with good jobs still couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without stress. Not because they're reckless, because stability invites expansion. When income rises, life expands to meet it. Not because you're weak, because that's how the environment is designed. This is the part nobody explains. The system is tuned so most people never wander too far. Employers reward reliability, not independence. Banks reward consistency, not freedom. Apps reward engagement, not long-term thinking. It's like being on a treadmill that speeds up every time you get comfortable. You think, if I just make a little more, I'll finally get ahead, but the finish line keeps moving. This isn't a personal failure, this is the default setting. Most people treat a stable job like a foundation, but emotionally, they treat it like a destination. And destinations make you stop building. That's the trap. Quick pause. My name is Joe. I'm obsessed with how money actually works, not how it's sold. This video is for education and entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Talk to a professional before making decisions with your money. All right, back to it. Phase 1 of your financial life is survival. You grind, you budget, you hustle. You're trying to get to okay. And when you finally get there, Phase 2 begins. But nobody tells you Phase 2 is harder, because now the threats aren't obvious, they're emotional. You feel relief, and relief makes you generous with yourself. You start thinking in rewards instead of systems. I deserve this. I've been disciplined long enough. I'll get serious later. Banks love Phase 2. Visual cue, bank vault smiling cartoonishly. Because stable employees are perfect customers. Predictable income, low default risk, high lifetime value. That's why the best offers show up after you're stable, not before. The reach tax nobody calls a tax is convenience. Fees you don't notice, interest you don't feel yet, subscriptions that feel small monthly but massive annually. And because your paycheck keeps coming, nothing feels urgent. Scarcity disappears, urgency disappears, momentum disappears. You don't lose money fast, you just stop gaining ground. And that's enough to keep you stuck for decades. Let's talk math, simple math. If you save $500 a month and invest it at an average 7% return, after 30 years, you're looking at around $600,000. Sounds great, until you realize most people don't actually do that. Vanguard studies show the average investor underperforms the market by about 1 to 2% due to behavior, timing, pulling out, spending during comfortable years. That gap alone can cut your outcome nearly in half. The math isn't hard, the discipline is. The boring, unsexy, anti-reward discipline. Because wealth isn't built by intensity, it's built by consistency during calm. And calm is when most people stop paying attention. Let me tell you two stories. Alex and Jordan. Both hit the same milestone, same income, same city, same age. Alex feels safe. Alex upgrades life. Nicer apartment, better car, more experiences, nothing crazy, just more. Alex invests when there's extra, which is almost never. 5 years later, Alex is still employed, still stable, still stressed. One layoff away from panic. Jordan does something boring. Jordan treats stability like a floor, not a finish line. Expenses stay mostly the same. Raises go to separation, investments that are hard to touch. Jordan builds options, not yachts, options. Flexibility, time flexibility, job choice, leverage. 10 years later, Jordan isn't flashy, but Jordan isn't trapped. And statistically, Jordan is rare. Less than 10% of people ever escape the employment comfort zone. Not because they can't, because they don't see it as a trap. So here's the playbook. Simple, boring, effective. 1. Set a floor. Your lifestyle stops expanding automatically. 2. Build a growth layer. Money that never sees your checking account. 3. Create options, not upgrades. Flexibility beats status. 4. Be suspicious of anything sold as a reward, especially when life feels calm. 5. Remember this. Comfort is expensive if you don't control it. Visual cue. Graph flattening versus graph slowly rising. The goal isn't to hate your job. The goal is to not be owned by it. The real catch is this. Most people don't lose money. They lose momentum. And once momentum is gone, time does the rest. Protect your first stable phase like it's fragile, because it is. Treat stability as the floor, not the finish line. That's how wealth survives. And that's the part nobody tells you. Subscribe our channel for more update. Thanks for watching.